welcome back, Bookers Besties, to another video. I love doing my intro. I don't know what it is, but I just feel so curated to like me, and I love it. Anyways, today we have a stack of 10 books here, okay? That are 5-star predictions for me. Do I know if they're actually going to be 5 stars? No, absolutely not. Do I have faith that some of these will actually be 5 stars? Yes. About half of the stack. Yeah, about half of the stack, I'm nearly 100% settled on the fact that they're going to be 5 stars. So I know what I like, I know what I love, and I also know that some of these books have been previously, some of these books are part of series where the previous book was a 5-star, so I can only hope that continuing the series, the next book would also be a 5-star. You know what I'm saying? You get my drift? So let's just go ahead and talk about them, because it is 10 books, and I tend to ramble, and we don't need me to ramble. We don't need me to go on and on about these books. When some of these books, I know absolutely nothing about. You hear me? You heard me? Word. Let's literally hop into this kind of, stack of like, some of these are thick. Wow, these are some, yeah, no, I think I'm in over my head a little bit on this, but here we are, nonetheless. And these are going to be included in the video that you will see coming your way at some point in the near future. I'm not going to tell you when. Not even in the near future, but I've already told you pretty much. But you will see it at some point during Bookmas. Not going to tell you whether it's my first video, my second video, my third video, whatever it may be, but it's going up sometime during Bookmas, and so you will see some of these books in a vlog somewhere at some point on my channel. So, that being said, let's just hop right into this. The first book we have here is The Light from Uncommon Stars. I know absolutely nothing about this book besides the fact that it's queer and it's sci-fi. Do I read many sci-fi books? Absolutely the fuck not. But am I going to read this one? Yes, because it has been sold to me in many different ways I can't even explain to you. So I think it's going to be 5 stars because it just sounds like it's right up my alley. Honestly though, anything queer, I usually rate between 4 and 5 stars. There has not been a queer story that I have read that has been below a 4.25 star, I believe. So, with that being said, I think it's going to be a 5-star. My only gripe with it would be it's sci-fi. And I don't read sci-fi, and it's already sometimes hard enough for me to read like an epic fantasy book. So I can only imagine what the fuck this is going to do to my brain. You know what I'm saying? Great. I think this is a space opera. Is that what you would call it? I don't know. I'm probably listening to the audiobook of this because I tried reading this physically a while ago and it just did not work. So it's going to probably be read as an audiobook, and I'm pretty sure that audiobook is available on Libby like right now. So the next book I have for you is the 3rd book in the series that I'm absolutely obsessed with, okay? And listen, did not think I was going to be obsessed with this series the way I am, but I am. And I think it's partially in fact of the fact that I love the book series, the TV series, that this kind of like takes after a little bit. And it's like, has elements of it. So, and that book is All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the 3rd book, like I said, in the Natural series. And listen, there's a love triangle in this series that I'm absolutely a team. There's a team that I'm like down bad for, and that is Dean. Listen, I was fooled. I met Michael. I was like, yeah, Michael. Then I met Dean, and I switched teams like that. Okay, it's sickening how down bad I am for Dean. Okay, so yeah, no, I literally want Dean and her to end up together. And if they don't, I'm literally gonna sue Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I said what I said. Yeah, so I am going into this expecting a 5-star, hoping for a 5-star. I don't want to say expecting, hoping for a 5-star, because the ending of book 2, the way things are going to shift, the way things are going to go whoop and flip around and become something so brand new. Yeah, no, I'm sick. I'm like thinking about it makes me sick. Thinking about it makes me excited. 5-star. 5 star. I don't even know what the book is about. I haven't read the blurb. Haven't even read the book itself. 5 stars. The next one is a little bit of a out of my comfort zone because I read so much romance and I read a lot of, because I read so much fantasy and fantasy romance, but not a lot of like contemporary romances. And then I also read a lot of dark romance. So like this one is like a little out there for me. Not as far out as Life of Uncommon Stars, but it is a little bit. And that is Twisted Lies by Anna Wong. Now this is, people say this series is a dark romance series. It is not, in my opinion. It is literally just a contemporary romance with some like darker elements, but it's not a dark romance series. Dark romance series would be like the Darkverse series, Haunting Adeline, Lights Out. Like those are dark romances. This, not so much. But I digress. And so in this book, we are following Christian and Stella. They are fake dating, and that is the element that I'm thinking is going to be a 5-star for me because I'm reading stories on like Wattpad, and the fake dating element, phenomenal. But also, one of my favorite tropes also is like a micro trope, but he falls first, and I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna fall head fucking first for Stella in this book, and I'm ready to see it. I want it. I need it. It's not even a want, it's a need. I need it to happen for the sake of my mentality. You catch my drift? I know nothing about this book besides the fact that they were fake dating. I don't even know who Christian is really because we don't see him much the first 2 books, and I have yet to read Twisted Hate. So I don't know this man. Does that make me a little terrified to read this book? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I do know that our female main character is a stalker, so that's part of the reason why they started fake dating. But other than that, nothing. So we'll see how this one goes. The next book is a book by an author where I've previously rated their book a 5-star, and so this book is going to determine whether it's a 5-star and this author becomes an auto by author for me. I am behind on their reads. They have like 4 books out, and I'm only reading their like sophomore novel, really. So like I'm behind, and they already have started teasing their 2026 release. So like I'm behind. I need to catch up. And that book is The Spirit Bears Deceased by Andrew Joseph White. Hell Follows With Us, which is right behind me, is a 5-star read for me. One of my all-time favorite books. I never shut up about it. I literally recommend it to any and everybody whenever I fucking can because it's just such a good book to me, and I see no fault in it. So The Spirit Bears Deceased is also a 5-star prediction for me. All of Andrew Joseph White's characters follow trans characters, and as someone who falls under the trans umbrella, identifying as gender fluid, which took a long time to like come to terms with, it's a lot. So I love his stories nonetheless, and I'm excited for this one. I don't really remember anything about it, but I saw this tab in it and made me realize that I was annotating it, and if I was annotating it like this, do you see how much is underlined in here just between 2 pages? Yeah, if I was annotating it like that, I was enjoying it because I only do that with books I'm enjoying. So I'm excited to see where this book takes me. This is going to be a journey that I probably am going to absolutely fucking love. Yeah. So I'm expecting a 5-star to this one as well. Hoping for it, really, like, but I'm also expecting it because I love the way Andrew Joseph White writes and takes on stories that no one else can take on. Like, he writes stories that I think no one else could do. So the next one is one where it is the last book in the series. Okay, again. But this one is going to tear me apart before it puts me back fucking together. I know it is. Strictly based on the fact of the ending of book 2. And that is Mother of Death and Dawn by Carissa Broadbent. This book has been staring at me. I bought this right around the time that it got announced that these were getting trad published, so I could have matching indie published editions. Because I enjoy this series. I actually love this series. I adore this series. Top 10 fantasy romance series, but also just top 10 fantasy series of all time for me, and you cannot. No. So this one, like I said, is going to destroy me before it puts me back together. Now, my only stipulation for why I have not read this is because I'm scared. I'm terrified. This is 700 pages. This is probably one of the longest books I will ever read in my life, besides like City of Gods and Monsters. But this book just terrifies me. But also, I kind of want to reread books 1 and 2 just so I can have my happy moments again before going into this one. And my heart's broken. Yeah, no, like, I mean that, I literally, before my heart's broken, I kind of, no, like, like, even reading the, like, first couple sentences of the prologue has me tearing up. Yeah, no, so now I have to make up my mind whether I want to reread the first 2 books in this series and then go into this one and maybe do a whole reading vlog on them for you. Maybe. We will see what happens. I'm kind of terrified though. Truly am. True, like, yeah. Now I'm terrified. The next book we have here is one that I softy enough a while back because life got really hectic, and I was really enjoying it, and it was giving me 5-star feels while I was reading the book, okay? So I have hopes that every book in this series will be 5 stars for me, but I also don't know. I don't know. The 4th book in this series comes out literally this month, so I really need to hop on this series because I know it's supposed to be like a 6 or 7 book series, and we're already expecting book 4 out, so that means it's almost complete. So I need to catch up. I need to somehow get along with the game, and that is the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. Anyways, the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole is the first book in the Gods and Monsters series by her. Like I said, this book series, I have heard nothing but good things about this series. Everybody who reads this series is literally obsessed with this series. I don't think I have seen a person that I follow or any reviews online bad about this book. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. And I honestly believe it because this, when I was reading it, oh, I was obsessed. Diana? Is that her name? Diana? Mommy. And I have not said that about a book character since I read Lady of Darkness. Mommy. Mommy. No! Yeah. So in this book, you are following Diana, and she is like this monster. I think it's called like Igmore. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's really hard. I hate fantasy books sometimes. And she is this monster. And so she works for this guy. I can't remember his name because he's so irrelevant to me. And so he's searching for the Book of Azrael. And it's this book that will basically like be able to take down like all the gods or something like that. I'm not sure. Nobody's even sure if this book actually exists. And I feel like there's more I play. I didn't even get 50% into this book. I got probably about 25%. I was good like 120 or so pages in. But I was really enjoying what I was reading. And it was giving me the 5-star feels. And I have high hopes. Maybe too high hopes, but I don't care. Because I enjoyed this a lot when I was reading it. So now I just kind of want to go back into it and see what it's giving and let you guys know if it's 5 stars or not. The next book I have here for you is one where I'm also kind of iffy about, but the book that people will compare this to, although I really hate comparing books to other books, was a 5-star for me. So I'm kind of like, maybe this could also be a 5-star for me, but maybe even like a more solid 5-star. And that is Direbound by Sable Sorensen. Emmy's read this. I think Rachel from Ravenhaired Reader has read this. Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy has read this. And they have all loved it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I want to love it. What are we reading? So people, and the way I've seen this compared on like TikTok is like, this is like Fourth Wing, but make it Dire Wolves. And that intrigued me. You know what also intrigued me? The like first print editions, hard print, editions of these. The hardcovers are based on each pack that we follow in this book. So I'm excited. I really know nothing about this book. All I know is that our main character, her sister is kidnapped, so she ends up doing this thing where she has to bound herself to like a dire wolf or whatever. So I don't know. I don't want to know anything about it, but I do know that the synopsis on the back kind of gives a spoiler that you don't get to like 50% of the way through the book away, and I don't want to. So I haven't read this yet. I don't want to read this. And then the second book, we already have a title for it, is literally on the back, so I'm excited. I don't know. This is probably going to be one of the books I read in that video, strictly for the fact that I'm excited. I've had this on my shelf for about a month now, a little over a month. So I'm excited to see how I feel about it. This is probably 100% getting read in that video, I'm not gonna lie to you. The next book I have in the series, the next book I have is the next book in the series that I'm also in the middle of. Listen, I never said I was a what? Yeah, no, I don't continue series regularly enough for my liking, and that's my bad. Truly is my bad. Like yeah, no. So here we are. So with that being said, The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake, which is the second book in the Atlas series by Olivia Blake. These are the only books I own by Olivia Blake, but I know that she has a lot of other books out. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm actually kind of scared to read this because the ratings for this series get lower and lower as we go on. Okay, so this one has a pretty low rating, but the third book has an even lower rating. But Madison Kate loves this series, and honestly, me and Madison have like such similar tastes. It's scary. Like, so I have a feeling that I'm going to love this. No. Like, there's a deep feeling in me where I believe this is going to be a 5-star because I love the first book. The first book does not stray away from what it is categorized. Like, it's pretentious. It's all the things it like sells itself as, and so I loved it. It's a 4.5 star read for me, and this one has potential to be a 5-star, one of my favorite books ever. Especially with the way book 1 ended. Like, I refuse. No. I refuse to believe this is not a 5-star for me. This book gets points alone for literally just existing half the time. So there's that too. I mean, I don't know. I'm like terrified to read this book, but I just know it's gonna be 5 stars. There's something like telling me this is 5 stars, and I will believe it until I read this, and otherwise it's proven for me. This is another one of the books where like I'm 99.9% sure this is going to be a 5-star book for me. Okay, because listen, I just know it's going to be. And that is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. I don't even want to display the cover on it. You know why? Because the naked hardcover is stunning. Anyways, no. When I say this is going to be 5 stars, it's going to be. I'm literally currently reading The Queen of Nothing, so I can go into this maybe sometime this week. Who knows? I don't. But I love the way Holly Black writes, especially when it comes to the Cruel Prince series. I don't know if I would ever read any other books by Holly Black. I'm not quite sure about that. But the Cruel Prince series, the way she writes in that, and the fact that she gives us this so many years later after finishing that, this has been staring at me, telling me to read it. But I knew I wanted to reread the Cruel Prince series in its entirety before I even went back to this. So now that I'm finally reading The Queen of Nothing, this is top tier, like top of my TBR list for me, because I have such high hopes, and I know people have not exactly loved this series, but I feel like I'm going to. Like, I'm ready to follow Oak, and what is her name? I don't remember her name, and I can't see it. Whatever it may be, I'm ready. I I've missed this world. I really have. And I'm literally in the middle of it right now. But like I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. And last but not least, this book. If you watched this last vlog that I posted on Wednesday of this week, you will know how excited I am to start this book. This book is definitely going to be in the vlog that you see for Bookmas, so look out for it so that way you can get my full thoughts on this book. And that is Oathbound by Tracy Dion. This is also a behemoth of a fucking book, okay? Not gonna lie to you, she's thick. Thickums. Yeah, no, this one, make or break, because I have seen a couple people rate this lowly, but I have also seen people rate this 5 stars, 6 stars. I'm terrified of this book, especially after my reread of Bloodmarked last week. Yeah, no, this has the potential to do so many fucking things. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm expecting from this. And the fact that I know this is going to end on a cliffhanger and the 4th book doesn't even have a release date. We don't even have a title for the 4th book. But I'm still willing to put myself out there and read this. It's finally time. I've been putting it off for a very long time. I have had this book for a while now. And I've been putting it off. I've been putting off doing my rereads of Legend 1 and Bloodmarked until now. And now that I'm finished, it's time for this book to shine. I'm just scared. Because one, what's going on with my baby here? What is going to happen to her with you know who if you have read Bloodmarked? And also, what is going to happen to him? I need more. Terrified. This book is over 600 pages. This book is actually like 640 pages long. Yeah, no, I'm terrified. Yeah, no, oh, this is heavy. This is a hefty stack. Oh my god, hold on. So these are 10 of my 5-star predictions. Now, could I have made this video longer and included more than 10 5-star predictions? Oh, absolutely. But did I? No, because I could have sat here for hours and hours and included books like these Infinite Threads. There's a couple other books I have on my shelf that I think could possibly be 5-star reads for me, but I decided to go with like 1 continuations of series because obviously I feel like those are obvious given 5 stars, but also the ones that I'm not completely sold on, that would be 5 stars, but I feel like in my bones and my soul will be 5 stars. Like, for example, Suicide Lies, I'm not exactly sold on it, but I think it could be 5 stars, or Light from Uncommon Stars, or Direbound. There's like a couple that I'm just not completely sold on, but there's like a feeling niggling in the back of my head telling me it's a 5-star read and you need to read it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. We did talk about all the books. If you've read any of these and they were 5 stars for you, do let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, there are a couple in here that I'm like 99.9% sure will be a 5-star. Like Oathbound, The Stolen Heir, Mother of Death and Dawn, All In. Like those ones I'm like sold on. The Spirit Bears Its Teeth. Like the video you get from me for Bookmas with some of these books in there, I hope you love it. And I hope you are excited for it. I'm literally going to go film the intro right after this and get started on one of these books. Not quite sure which one yet, but here we are. So with that being said, I am going to end this video right here. Like I said, if you have read any of these and they were 5 stars, let me know. But also, if you haven't read any of these and you have your own 5-star predictions, comment them down below and let me know. But I hope you have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever part of the world you are having it in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one, which will be a video with my boyfriend, actually, and I cannot wait to film that one for you guys. I think I'm going to film this probably on Friday morning, so be on the lookout for that one. It'll be out next Wednesday at 12 o'clock on time, I promise, because I'm going to edit it on probably Sunday or Monday of next week, and so yeah, be on the lookout for that one. Be ready, because it's coming your way. So with that being said, I will see you guys in my next one. Good